back to my channel. My name is Jeanette, and the reason why I cashed up is to save for 1 month of expenses. So we have reached the end of our Q2 financial goals hop, and I'm super excited because I will be sharing with you guys what I took from everybody's video. So I was watching on the big screen like I did in Q1, and I feel like it just works better for me to watch it in the big screen because I'm, cooking, cleaning, and kids are home for the summer. So it's actually more like personal that way. And I was actually talking back to you guys through the TV like, girl. And I have my little notebook writing things down. So I just want to discuss like everything that I've learned from other people's videos. And thank you, ladies, for sharing your journeys, anything that happened in Q2, your goals for Q3. And, like you were discussing your financial and personal goals. So I was super excited to watch everybody's video, and I will be reflecting on that. You can get this financial goals hop Q2 reflection on DonnaPoweredByCreativity.com. And I do want to thank Donna, Steph, and Lisa for making me a part of this once again. And I'm super excited to see how Q3 goes for everybody and how Q3 actually goes for me. So Q2 has been a roller coaster. July already starting Q3 has been a roller coaster. But I'm hanging in there and I'm trying to like figure things out. I did tap into savings and emergency, which is, it's there for a reason. And I needed it, but I know I can build that back up. But let's get into what I learned from you guys' video, and let's get started. So I did Donna's because I went second. So I did Donna's, and I'm just gonna repeat it again. And I did everybody. So there's a message from everybody's, what signals I received, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. It's gonna be a long one. And this is the way I kind of like to close, just to show you guys like I was here, I was listening, girl, and you doing your thing, regardless of what the situation is. Okay, so with Donna, working hard today for your future self, that really spoke to me, like getting the things done now so your future self could sit there, chill, relax, right? And when she opened, she was thinking that she didn't meet no goals, and she gave herself grace. And then she looked back and goals were met. So I really like that. I actually did do something. And sometimes that does sneak up on us because we are, in the motion of doing so much that we don't actually sit down and reflect on what we actually accomplished, right? And then there were some goals met. Us as cash stuffers, honestly, I feel like we do goals regardless. Even if it's saving $5 in a year, that's still a goal you did. So you have to look back on and reflect on how your habits were with money in the past and how it is moving forward and building a relationship with your money. So when people say like, I didn't accomplish this, but I did accomplish this one, there's still things that you do accomplish. And it's always good to have that money there. Like I said, savings and emergency, all of it's gone. And that's okay because I know I can rebuild it. And I have different goals moving half of the year. So one of the goals was back to school. I did fully fund back to school, which was amazing because that money did come through. And I honestly thought I wasn't going to make it, but I actually did. And it is helping with the school supplies and the clothes, but things are expensive right now. Okay, so Budget with Mama Bear, main message is something I've never heard before. And that was journaling emotional spending. So this is something, once I heard that, I've never heard of that, like journaling, like, an impulse buy that you wanted to buy something. And then you go back, you journal about it and just talk about like why you didn't need that. Why you didn't need it. Even if you do spend the money and you impulse bought something, just write down like, okay, how is it going to help you out and things like that. So I really love that about her. And perfection doesn't exist. And I know, it doesn't. And I know on her end, it doesn't, because she is a caregiver as well. And I am a caregiver in a way, like taking care of my kids and stuff, and things just get chaotic, but she still met her goals, like what she wanted to meet. And that was super exciting to see her meet her goals. And also she is working on her memberships. And I was like, let's go, girl. What are you waiting for? Right? She wants it done a certain way, and I get that because I am the same way. Things have to be and look a certain way before it rolls out, but I know you're going to do well with that. So let's go. Let's get those memberships going. So signals received was showing strength and not emotionally spending money on things that are not needed. And writing how you felt about that decision is a game changer. And it really is. So I really like that about her video. Moving on to Lisa. I have to say she was talking about like all the expenses she had because her son graduated, but it does come with that. And you don't notice, like, senior year is crazy. When my daughter graduated from senior year, it's just so much things that you have to spend money on. And it did like set her back on a couple of things, but she did reach some goals. So celebrating your wins and knowing you have time to get things done. So just taking your time on getting things done, and things will be done in time, just keeping at it. So keep on going with it. Keep on moving forward. Even if you have a setback, you just try and try again. With Leila budgets, it was, okay. So Leila budgets, it's like, I'm like similar to her because she has little ones, right? So I just love, like, she was talking about, like, you know, how everything revolves around the little ones. She did have a lot of wins in this quarter as well. So being in a season of crushing goals with little ones. So it's just, you know, when we're goal oriented, when you do have little ones, or anybody you're taking care of things like that, how they are a part of our goal as well. She did get a new car and she did get an AC. So they're not hot no more, which is awesome. And the signal I receive is can relate when you have little ones and trying to do all the things. And I totally get that. She was even reflecting on, like, she had to do this with the kids. Wish me luck on this. And I know those moments. I know those moments when kids have to sit down, right? But they can't sit down in a certain area, certain place. So you have to, like, say a little prayer before you get there. And I totally got that with her. All right. Steph's on a budget. First and foremost, the first thing I want to say is, girl, I don't like cooking either. I really don't. It's just a question of what am I going to cook? And I do get the spending money on outside food because it really is a brain fog when it comes down to, you know, having to cook. It is a task. It is a task. And I do cook. Of course, I do cook. And now it's like 5 meals a day. It's crazy. But I know that feeling of, like, okay, now I got to sit here. The afternoon comes, you're overwhelmed, overstimulated, and then to sit there and actually cook something is wild. So I did resonate with that. Another thing, when she talks about feeling rushed to meet certain goals and taking a pause to enjoy the journey. So when we're trying to rush to meet certain goals, we lose the momentum in the journey. Is more so her, like, sitting back and remembering why she was doing those things. And then the signal received is that rush feeling can feel discouraging when you're trying to reach deadlines. And I totally get that. That was me with, like, back to school. I thought I wasn't going to meet it. And honestly, I did do that video. I did reach the goal of $1,000. And I actually was a little emotional about it because I honestly felt like I wasn't going to reach the goal, but I did. And I had Savings Challenge to help me out, like, to help me do that. Okay, Jen finally saves. Really loved her video. Like, if you haven't checked it out, please go check it out. So protecting mental health, right? And I love that she did that, right? So she did a mental health check-in, which is very important. Now, this is very important to get everything else aligned. And that's what I received from her video. Endurance and remaining strong. Love that. Getting rid of negativity. Love that. Family is everything, right? And still having a relationship with money. So things are a little, you know, she's not saving as much, which she is. She says she's not saving, but things are getting paid off, right? So she has that great relationship with money. She just feels like she wants to be more intentional with her money. And she's spending it, but she's spending it on things that she needs. So it was groceries and I believe I think it was like gas or something like that. So you are being intentional with your money because these are things that you actually need. So signals received. Mental health check-in is very important in order for everything to fall in place. Not saving, but having money to make it through. And don't ever feel shame in that. Like, you sharing your story could resonate with someone else. Don't ever feel like shameful about that. It is what it is at the moment, and I know that you will prevail. And honestly, the first step you took was sharing your journey with us, starting a channel, and you have to be very, very proud of yourself for doing so. Okay, that was that. And then Save with Judy. Oh, I love me some Save with Judy. I'm sorry. Save with Judy is like marriage goals to me. And I just love it. I love Judy's lives. Like, I love Judy. So, she was reflecting on building a stronger emergency fund, right? And, what was it? Stronger savings. So it was more so like a lot of reflection on saving for her emergency funds. Stronger saving, realizing when she can cut to save more, or where she can cut to save money. Another thing is her outpouring herself to a lot of people. Like, she said she would cook dinner for X, Y, and Z. And she said, you know what? I'm not doing this no more. And hubby stepped in like, you're not doing this no more, because it's overwhelming. But then she found herself spending money on outside food. Which is okay. Like, if you don't feel like cooking that day, I'm a strong believer, like, you know, like, get yourself something to eat. And it's only her and hubby, which is cool. But she is going to try to cut down on that, because she feels like it's like putting too much spending on that, right? Gratitude for having money saved and saving more for vacation. So she did go on vacation and felt like she needs to save a little more for that. Even with the emergency funds, like if something happens, she wants to have that strong emergency fund there to fund whatever she needs. So saving more for vacation was more so having more money so you don't have to tap into the credit cards, right? Signals received was things always coming up and emergency funds get spent. That's why she feels like she needs a stronger and more emergency fund. Need more of a goal in emergency just in case something happens, okay? And vacationing in a financial peace. So basically not tapping into those credit cards, having the allotted money for the vacation. And also another thing that I got from her was family is everything, and she doesn't want to have that. So I love that, Judy. Okay, craft and budget we're on. I just love that she's a couponer. Of course, I was a past couponer, and I love her journey of couponing because she's realizing that does help out even with emergency future needs, right? So couponing helps save money and stack up on things that you are needing. Her gratitude prayer, you got to watch it. She prayed in Q1 as well, and that's amazing. Every setback is a lesson. Starting over makes you wiser. So it's okay to start over, because now you're going to know what comes with it and you're going to be full force on it. Managing mess with the kids. I could relate to that one. And girl, the mess is real. The mess is real. But I'm trying to like let them start stepping in to do things, especially like the 5-year-old. He's 5, but sometimes it does get hard to, you need to do this, and he's a boy. It's just different for a boy. I don't know, but he's like, why do I have to clean that up if you're gonna do it, in his head. So I'm trying to teach him, like, if you make a mess, you need to clean it up. Even like after dinner, just cleaning up messes and just trying to get the house in order. And I feel like, honestly, like she said, when you have kids, I feel like your house is never going to be perfect, but it could be manageable, right? So getting rid of documents over 2 years old. That's one thing I need to do. I have mail there. I have documents. I think it's like 10 years old. I really need to go through everything and toss what I need to toss and keep what I need to keep. So signals received, not beating yourself up if you set back on a goal. Keep at it, because when you try again, you know what to expect. So if you go at it again, you already know what you got to do, right? And I love that. No house is perfect, and just manage and slowly getting things done. Love that. All right. Nikki. So Nikki, Nikki spoke to me in a lot of ways too, because she's just doing all the things and she is a caregiver, but she is sick as well. So being a caregiver can be very hard, that you put yourself last. And then in the signal received, I have to say it after that one, you have to be good in order to help others. So you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else. And that's the thing that happens, even as a parent, like as a parent of kids, like you put your kids first, but you have to learn to take care of yourself. And I need to learn that as well. Not here telling you have to, and then I'm here not doing it, barely getting sleep, but we here. Spending should not always be guilty, and we gotta live. And I love that. I love that she knows she has to be intentional with her money, but she knows she has to live as well. And that's realistic, like realistically speaking, getting things done little by little, building a relationship with money. So she has built that relationship with money, and she knows if she's spending, I need to cut back a little bit here to get this, and that done. So I love that. It's okay to spend money because we have to live. Nothing has to be perfect. Love that. Some same path of wanting to leave something to my kids. That's another thing that spoke to me in her video. She wants to leave something to her kids. That generational wealth, with cash budget retiree Valerie, learning to take a break when you need to. She has a 5K emergency fund, which is awesome. Crushing her month ahead. Her subscriptions are paid 2 years in advance. That's awesome. Making things a priority and getting it done. Saving all her Social Security check. That's awesome. That's awesome. And living on half of her income. That really spoke to me, that she's very intentional with her money. And she does know how to save. That 5K emergency fund, you go, girl. All right. Signals I received. Nothing is going nowhere, and know when to take a break. So she was talking about, things in life that we try to rush, or even like YouTube and getting it done is always going to be there. Just know when you need a break and try to take that break. Being a human being and knowing you have to slow down. Yes. Love that. Oh, and she did start doing like a course thingy that she's showing her face on shorts and learning how to do shorts and showing her face, because she was like kind of scared to do it, but you go, girl, for showing your face. That's awesome. All right. Now, Canadian finance journey, saving in advance for what's to come. I love that she does save in advance, even when she was talking about like the kiddo's birthday party. How she started buying things slowly and everything was there. Another thing that I loved about her was she is doing new projects in the house, but she does have men to help her, like her family, like father-in-law, father, and husband, that they are very handy with things. And it does cut the cost in like hiring somebody to do it. But material is expensive right now. So I can relate with that, because hubby is the jack of all trades, right? He knows how to do a lot of stuff with his hands, but the material is expensive. Very affordable way to have family time. I like that she is finding affordable ways to spend time with the kiddos, and that's what, like having board game night and things like that. So I like that. And this is what spoke to me too, because my son is going to start kindergarten. So preschool is a different story. Kindergarten is more of them being like a big kid, right? So transition with kids getting big. And that is hard. I have 4 kids, so every step in transition was the same. I cried on the first day. But with the girls, they were all fine. With my son, he was fine the first day, but as the year went on in preschool, he wanted mommy. So I want to see how kindergarten is going to go. And actually, we did go to kindergarten orientation today. He had to take like the placement test and things like that. And he actually went with the person. So I was like, oh, wow. Okay. He was like excited to go. So I was like, wow, he just left me. Like, I'm feeling like bad. Like, he just left me. Okay. And then there's a mom there with her son. And she's like, right, they just up and left. Like, no mommy or nothing. And I started feeling away. Like, oh, you just left with this person. Hello. And then I'm asking him in the car, did you miss mama? It probably I have the problem, but yeah. And her advanced planning. So I love that she's preparing for things in advance. And I think it was like her groceries, like she had it like in advance saved. New projects were done by family, but material was still costly. Her baby's going to the big school, and how she would feel about it as a mom. And that's always emotional. But as time goes, you're gonna find things to do, and you still have the other little in the house. So you got this, girl. You got this. Fiona spoke to me with that mortgage, girl. Okay. So safety in moving. Oh, that was the thing. The safety in moving money to avoid questioning. So now she's going to try to take a different approach of digital banking when it comes down to putting, instead of a lump sum, putting little by little towards that principal payment of her mortgage, because she had problems at the bank because they like, girl, where did you get all this money? And we like, I saved this money for it. So she is coming out with a new strategy for that. Great job on paying that mortgage. Like, she's just putting more and more towards the principal, right? Saving more for vacation and living life. I think I want to kind of start doing that now, little by little, because vacationing is just not an option for me and hubby, because we have the kiddos. If we're doing anything, we're doing anything with them, like everything with them. But try to start coming up with little funds here and there for our future, so we can actually sit there and enjoy our future without kids. So I kind of love that. And she gets bored easily, and she needs to switch it up on her channel. I'm the same way. So signals receive. The same thing. I get bored and need change as well to keep me motivated. Moving money faster into a savings and not having it sit, and knocking that mortgage out. And also, she did start a garden, so great job on that garden. So girl, you got a green thumb with the pictures I saw. And great job on your job increase. So that's awesome. All right. We have Lisa. Lisa spoke to me. Lisa. Okay. So, saving money is a blessing. That off the top spoke to me. And she was like, I need to repeat that. Saving money is a blessing. She also reflect on the power of prayer and gratitude, and also putting God first. So she did experience something with her son, and she was able to fund the cost of everything that he needed for hospital and all that. So that's when her saving money came into place, and it was a blessing because she was able to fund that and help out her son. Daily savings, I like that because it will add up. And having a relationship with money will always teach us how to build our savings back up. So she had to tap into the funds, right? She had to tap into the funds, but she has this great relationship with money that she said in her video, I know I could build that back up. All right. So signals that I receive is being resilient and pulling through. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Emergency funds came through to help her son, and a very true blessing. Love that. The Queen's budget, we have Amory, saving money in advance, right? So she saves money in advance as well. Creating a no spend, I actually did that as well, and it is helping. There's one thing about her that I need to go back on videos to see how she's doing this whole mortgage thing, because I think I could learn a thing or two of that, and we'll get to that. Minimalism helps with mental clarity. Now, decluttering, getting rid of things that you actually don't need anymore. And she said she does like one item one day, second day, 2 items, and just holding the memory, because the memory is always going to be there with the things that she is getting rid of. And she also takes a picture of them, which is awesome. Getting the guilt out of getting rid of things, and saving money on mortgage, interest with 0% credit cards to pay the mortgage, and it saves up to $30,000, which is amazing. All right, so signal receive, Saving for things in advance help you in the long run. Need to start decluttering for mental clarity, and I have to do that. There's just so many things, even like there's so many things about the kids too, like memories that I have of the kids. I mean, I still have every paper from kindergarten, first grade, second grade, like work they've done, projects they have done, and I probably need to like downsize on that a little bit. Finding out more information on how she is doing her mortgage. So I am going to go back and look at those videos because I'm really interested in that. Okay. Then we have saving the bacon. So she is starting a quilting. First of all, before I get into anything, she's just so happy and positive. Even when she's there like crushing her goals, right? And she needs to do this and still this, or goals she didn't meet, she still like did it with resilience. Like she's just a happy person, and I love that about her video. Starting a quilting business, you go girl, and loving every moment of it. So she did a big investment in it, but I think she's gonna go far with it, and I'm super proud of you for that. Love that she is living life with going on concerts. She loved going to concerts. That's amazing. And she's also getting her Christmas things in order while she goes to these concerts. So she's getting like shirts for her brother. It was cute. I love it. And she's also on a book journey. Signal received. Love how she is reaching goals and knowing what she needs to work on. Love the energy and very positive with life. Really enjoyed her video. So that was awesome. Okay, Odette's budgeting life. So loved her video as well. She said that Q2 was very chaotic, and I think it was for a lot of us because it just came and went so quick. So I just love that she's not giving up even when she wanted to. So she kept on pushing through even when she felt she didn't want to. A lot of things came up as far as like moving her storage. She thought stuff wasn't going to be salvaged, but it actually was good. So she had to put mad money into that. Did have wins to be proud of. Paying off a credit card, not feeling defeated, and giving herself grace. So signals I receive is always going back to reflect and writing things down. When life brings you chaos, stay resilient. And she also took a step of wanting to journal, and that is awesome. Little Green College. What I received from, first of all, her video was amazing, and I love that she just takes the accountability for things, says things how they are. And yeah, like amazing video. It was long, but it was totally worth it. Make sure you watch it from the beginning to the end because there's just a lot there that you can reflect on. Okay, so readjusting to a new income, right? She talks about that. And I don't want to give so much because I want people to actually go and watch these videos. Overthinking and time management, girl, that's me too. Overthinking everything. Trying to do everything and feeling burnt out. Yes, love that. I can relate to that. And then not doing anything for yourself, like feeling the burnout and not wanting help from others either. I resonate with that. Signal receive is readjusting long-term challenges. Stuffing quicker is better. So she readjusted that she's not doing the hop and dreams do come true. And actually just took that money that she already saved and put it towards other things. And I love that for her. And it's like whatever works for you, you have to sit back, readjust, and what's going to be comfortable for you. Focusing on prioritizing needs versus wants, and her routine and peace. So she did get into how at work she's very routine because, you know, she's told what to do at work and things have to be met as far as goals and things like that. But when it comes down to home, ain't nobody gonna tell her what to do. And I love that. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do, right? And I don't know, like that just was like, yeah, who's gonna tell me to clean? I dare you. I dare somebody too. So I love that, Karen. And just finding her peace in routine. So coming up with an action plan for the home part. So work good home. She needs to just come up with a routine and find her peace in it. She did get rid of her subscriptions too, which is awesome. She's like, I don't watch TV, so why am I paying for this? And she did cut out on a lot of costs, and you just have to go check out that video. So that is everybody that was a part of this. Make sure you check out their videos. I'm going to have everybody in the description box. I gave what spoke to me and messages that I received from their videos. Go back, print this out. You can get this on Donna, Powered by Creativity. And just fill it out. There's a brain dump. There's a lot of things in here that can actually help you out. I did do my brain dump, but I did it personally for me. I don't want to share it on here, which is okay. I just wanted that for myself. And yeah, guys, make sure you check out the videos. Thank you, Donna, once again for making me a part of this. Q2 was crazy. Q3 is already starting crazy. But I know that word resilient will be there, and I will be strong to continue moving forward. A lot going on in the background. But me coming to the table always helps me, and this community always brings a smile to my face. So thank you, Donna. Thank you, Steph. And thank you, Lisa, for making me a part of this. And thank you, everybody who joined in. I loved everybody's video. And please go check out the ladies, because something will speak to you in their videos. There's going to be something. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in Q3. Bye.